Now, before we get to our pen to paper challenge, we have one more area that we want to talk about. And this is the concept or the topic of when and how to seek help. When do I encourage my partner to seek help, or how do I let my partner know that I need professional help? Let's dive into that. What are some signs that my partner might need some professional help?
Impaired daily functioning. If you find that they're forgetting to do things that they typically do, and you're like, what? The rent's due every month, and you're the one that pays. What happened? The day-to-day stuff isn't being seen to. It's being overlooked. Any anger issues or significant temperament changes. If all of a sudden they used to laugh at your stupid jokes, and now all of a sudden they're throwing, a vase at you.
When you look at me and say stupid jokes, I get offended every single time.
No,
My jokes are not stupid.
No, you have
Quit attacking me.
You have great jokes, honey. But, right, if somebody goes from laughing at those to scowling or crying or whatever, you're like, whoa, what's going on? Something significant that catches your attention.
The key is change there.
Mm-hmm.
If they never laughed at him, fine.
Exactly. If there's no difference, that's just who they are. You're just annoyed they don't laugh at your jokes.
All right. Am I derailing your list here?
That's quite all right. No, it's fine.
I got a comment for your next one too. Go on.
Well, then I'm going to mess it up, and they tell you.
Boo. All right, go on.
Somebody tells you, they say, hey, you know what? I'm really struggling here. I need help. But I think the one you wanted me to go to, because you had to respond, they stonewall you, which is they refuse to discuss it. You bring something up and you say, hey, I've noticed. Nope. And they're like, all of a sudden they're gone. You're like, I wanted to talk about this. So a refusal to discuss what's going on.
Makes sense. I wasn't even looking at your list. I was just going to make a smart ass comment on whatever your next one was. So
you
didn't mess me up at all.
You're killing me.
All right. So those are all good reasons. If you think your partner needs help, those are signs of that. Let's flip that. I know that I need some assistance. I'm going to go seek some professional help. I maybe have not communicated and created a safe space with my partner around this topic. How do I go about doing that?
Yeah. As with anything, a discussion of importance, schedule a time to do it. Hey, there's something I want to talk to you about. Do you have time after dinner? Not just walking into the room while they're in the middle of something and saying, schedule the time. Hey, I want to talk about it. And then once you've done that, tell them what it is that you need and do that. Use the I statement. We've talked about them in other episodes. I statements, I feel and why, and try to do that without blaming them. For instance, you wouldn't say in the middle of this when you're telling them you need help, I need to go to therapy because you're terrible at communication. Or no, I need to go to therapy because I'm struggling in our relationship, or I'm struggling in my communication. This is something that I need for myself. So telling them that you want to get help without putting the onus on them that's why you need help.
Yeah, I hadn't really thought about that in context of, I was thinking, hey, I've identified something that I'm struggling with, but yeah, what I'm struggling with could very well be you. So if it's you, I don't want to necessarily open the conversation by saying, I need therapy because of you.
Right.
But yeah, okay, that's a good point. Again, I feel like we're a little bit of the Captain Obvious with some of our guidance.
Yeah.
But it's it's the guidance. It's what makes sense, right? I mean,
it's the things outside of when you are in the thick of it. These don't seem like common sense because you don't think of them. The people on the outside looking in, it's common sense to them, but to the person in the moment, they might miss it because there's so many feelings, emotions that are getting in the way of the common sense,
right,
or thinking logically. And I know a lot of people that go to podcasts outside of their therapy sessions with me to get kind of an adjunct to what they and I am working on. And I love that. I'm thrilled about it. Anyway, so that's another.
Yep, that makes sense. Any others on that list of ways to create that safe space with your partner?
Yeah, just letting them know this is about yourself and that you're also hoping that will also help the relationship. I'm having troubles with communication. I want to work on that. And I think that will also help our relationship because then I'll hopefully communicate better with you.
Right. I think that's a good list. So open and honest communication is just about the only way to navigate mental health in your relationship. If you and your partner is in need of professional help, say something, take action. Anything else on that?
No, that's great.
All right.